Hi, if you're joining me, it's because you were absent on February 21st, where we made entry 2 for our annotated bibliography. All right, let's go ahead and start on Schoology. And for my 3A class, this looks very similar to your class. So you're going to want to go into annotated bibliography. And you're going to want to look at a collection of precedent cases. So precedent is any court case that came before this, and it's helpful for lawyers to refer to precedent to convince a judge that this, that this has been done before. So it was kind of clunky finding precedent cases. So what I did with the librarian's help is compile this list. I'm going to pop it out of Schoology as it will have less going on. So I'd encourage you to do the same. So there's several different places you can choose to start. If you're wanting to see what laws have passed at the state level outside of Colorado, you could click on this National Council for State Legislatures. And let's see what has been tried before Colorado. So when I look at this fourth column, Alabama tried, failed. Alaska hasn't tried anything yet. Arizona tried something and failed. Look at this. Go Arkansas. Enacted or passed a bill similar to Colorado's in that it creates the protection of minors from distribution of harmful material, establishes liability, that's legal responsibility, for the publication or distribution of material harmful to minors on the internet, imposes duties on publishers, requires reasonable age of verification, provides for individual rights. So if you go and ever read the actual state Senate bill 25086, it has a lot of the same language in there. So that might be a choice, is that you, if you're feeling ambitious, go and read the original Arkansas bill. Anything blue is a link, and so you can pop that open and read and summarize that. If you go that route, you're going to be citing that very similar to what you did for the Colorado state bill. So that's one option. Other folks like to look at court cases from a long time ago. So for instance, there was this 1965 case where these deli owners, of course, could sell you a sandwich, and they also could sell you a pornographic magazine. And even if you were a minor, you might be sold that magazine. So the state of New York sued this couple with the last name of Ginsburg, claiming that that was giving inappropriate material to minors, and they lost the case. So if you're concerned in this age of social media that minors can stumble into, say, pornographic material, and you think Colorado has the right to regulate that, then this would be a good precedent case to read. So when you click on that link, here's what's amazing. It has already been summarized for you on this OYE site. And thanks to Mr. Whiteneck for bringing this to our attention here. So you can see the actual Supreme Court members who voted for and against it. There's a summary. So basically, you're going to be summarizing the summary. And I like it because it does feel like it's in pretty normal language. So if you go this route, the nice thing too is that it does the citation for you. At the very, very bottom, you would want to grab that citation. But before we do that, we need to go back to our Noodle tools. So if you've forgotten how to get there, go to Noodle tools through your Cherry Creek tiles. The last time we were here, we added our first entry. So So I'm going to go back into that social media new, I'm calling it. I'm going to add a new source. It's considered a website. It doesn't really matter what I click on from here because I'm just going to pick a newsletter because here's what we want to find. Do you see this copy and paste citation box? So now I'm going to go back to that OYAY website. I'm going to copy and paste this citation from the bottom, and I'm going to plug that right into my Noodle Tools. Manually edited citation. There we go. So then I hit save. Hit save often on Noodle Tools. That'll save you a lot of frustration. And then I'm going to go edit, scroll down till I see my annotation box. And then I'm going to be toggling quite a bit between this OYAY website and my Noodle Tools. And just like last time, you're writing a 5 to 13 sentence summary. This time around, you do not have to use a direct quote because the reality is you're not really reading the original Supreme Court case. You're reading a summary of it. So no need to use a direct quote. All right, 5 to 13 sentence summary. Make sure it's all in your own words. Hit save, and you are done with entry number 2. If you did not want to read that Ginsburg case, head back over to the precedent cases and read one of these other precedent cases. All right, thanks.